Hello, it's Retro Guy and Joe, and I think it's time to head back to trial.
Glad to see you could all make it. Birdman, call your first... Wait! Make your first objection.
Objection!
Yes, now that you mention it, it does seem that the makeup of the jury has been changed. Talk about a jury of your peers. Mind swap! How fun this is! It's like human solitaire.
Oh, look at them. Look at all those wonderful birdmen. And those crests. You'd think they could spare just one.
Knock yourself out.
What? Why? Don't you need it?
I'm an attorney, a good one. What good are superpowers in a court of law?
Yes! Finally, I have the crest on Birdman's helmet. Yeah!
Hey, you can't just go and give that to him. Jealous that I don't need my crest? No, I just...
Oh, fine. You want to be the bird with the beard. Woo! Mind swap! Prosecution!
Your Honor, I'd like to call Bird Girl to the stand. Can you tell me why you copied Peanut's outfit?
Of course, because, wait, I didn't copy him!
Just look at you. Your clothes, your mask, your wings. You're the spitting image of Peanut.
That's not true! I copied Birdman.
Please elaborate.
I've been a fan of Birdman since I first laid eyes on him. I modeled my outfit after his. I got as close to it as I could. I even have the little bird crest thing.
So, you admit that you copied your outfit from Birdman. Who's the infringer now?
Birdman! Overruled!
Don't you have to wait until I actually object before you do that?
Just trying to save us all some time, but if you insist...
Your Honor, what does this have to do with the case? I'm trying to establish a pattern of disrespect for copyright laws within the Bird team. Why?
So he can prove that Peanut and Bird Girl are innocent victims of their supervisor's manipulations and pin the blame directly on that supervisor.
But I'm that supervisor. Exactly.
Yeah, see? Overruled!
But I...
No further questions. Your witness. I need to prove that Bird Girl did not plagiarize my costume.
But she clearly did. So what point? Okay, so I can save right now. Alright, let's start doing that whenever I can. I've been a fan of Birdman since I first laid eyes on him. That's how she speaks. That's how you talk.
I would beg to differ with this statement, but I think it sounds just fine.
I have a mom outfit after his.
What about the wings? Mine are feathered and yours are not.
Mine are metal. What busy girl has time to hand glue a bunch of blue feathers?
I have a little bird crest thingy.
So you do? How did you duplicate that?
I couldn't. Well, not really. The crest is magical or just too high-tech or something. Anyhow, I couldn't copy it. Mine's just felt.
I felt her crest. Get it? Felt? Yeah? The crest thing doesn't work, but felt does.
So that's why you let X have the crest? It's worthless? Let the poor sap have his moment.
Okay, so what? My outfit ever is. It does not. So wait, if he doesn't,
Whatever.
oh, he even prefers sweaters and V-necks, as I mentioned. So this makes it that he does not entirely plagiarize. Potentially. I'm going with this.
Your Honor, Bird Girl fabricated her own wings, crest, and costume as an homage, making her outfit wholly original and not a cheap knockoff copy of me. In addition, Peanut refuses to wear a suit, and he doesn't even have a bird crest, making him 20% different. Therefore, he is not in violation of copyright law.
Up, you too. Yeah, next to him there, right there. Gotcha. You're funny looking.
Your Honor!
Spoil sport? Where's the harm? They're all the same.
Have you even been listening to the testimony?
Why, have the witnesses said anything worthwhile? I'd hate to have missed that.
That's a problem, Your Honor. How can we have a fair trial when every member of the jury employs the defendant?
I see your point. Sustained. Court is adjourned until we can straighten out this mess. Bailiff, put these copies in a cage.
Your Honor?
Beard getting scratchy? Fine. Mind swap. Woo!
Well, so far I'm doing pretty damn well. With this weird logic. Weird logic. Though they try to keep it fairly straight. It's just kind of, just a little wonky at times. All right. I don't know where I should go. Birdcage? There's X. I should talk to him.
Keep 'em coming, baby. That's right. Nothing's stopping me tonight.
He had to be here.
You're here, huh? You're here. To bear witness to my ultimate victory.
Good for you. Congratulations on wresting my crest from me. Oh, wait. It's still there.
Oh, don't say that.
I didn't say anything.
You implied it. You implied that my crest is inferior to yours.
I never implied anything about your fake crest. If you're happy with settling for that, why, I'm happy for you.
You take all the fun out of everything.
I'm sorry, I've just had a rough day.
Just because your duplicate seems better than you.
Wait, he is? I thought you wanted the crest.
Of course I want the one on your helmet, not some cheap copy. Oh, it's all the deadly duplicator's fault. If he hadn't tempted me with all those exquisite copies...
Wait, you mean the guy from the copy shop?
Of course I mean the guy.
Oh, you mean Elliot?
How many other copy-based villains do you deal with?
I thought Phil and his cloning machine... I gotta go.
I mean, Phil did threaten that earlier, but yeah, okay. So, copy shop? Copy shop. Ah!
Can I help you?
I'd like to speak to the deadly duplicator, please.
I'm afraid he's not available right now. I know you're busy here, but I wonder if you might be able to let me know where I could find the deadly duplicator. You mean Elliot? Right.
Just between one Birdman and another.
Elliot, someone's here to see you.
It's Elliot. Everyone knows it is 2 L's and 2 T's. What do you want? We already have a Birdman of our own, thanks.
I'm an attorney with the RIAA, and I'd like to ask you some questions.
I don't even use that computer anymore. My nephew plays with it.
So, you've never used your powers to duplicate a CD? Of any kind?
Once. Maybe twice, but only by accident. When I duplicated a car, there might have been a CD or 2 in it, but I wasn't trying to copy them. Wait a second! You're the original Birdman! You don't work for the RIAA!
I'm only going to say this once, so listen carefully. Please tell me what I need to do to defeat Birdman from 7 and 7-Eleven.
Think about it. Why did he give up his crest?
Can't you just tell me?
Make the connection yourself. Put the pieces together. Connect the dots!
So, you don't know either.
I just don't want to tell you.
I got a Franklin Roosevelt here that says you want to tell me. You can buy something nice, like...
Do we have like $1,000 in our pocket right now?
Or perhaps a biplane.
Granted, it's evidence. but-
Fine! Give it! Seriously, Birdman, this is little more than simple logic. The copies are always inferior. A piece of hair or a smudge gets on the lens, and you have a serious mess on your hands. This Birdman copy probably won't hold up under stress.
I knew it. Now I just need to break him in court.
Probably Phil. Probably 772. 772. There's nothing. Oh, hey, look. He was asleep. Keep playing with it. Play with it. Ugh, fine. Where am I trying to go now? I think I've been everywhere and I don't see what to do. Back to the copy shop? This is to present something somewhere? What am I doing? What am I doing? What am I doing? Game? I think I've been everywhere at least once. I don't see what to do. Oh, wait. Harvey Birdman's 2 caress. His grumble and mutilate. Exact tantrum tantrum.
The crest.
Okay, now I got that. What am I doing with this? Error. Oh, okay.
And with a flick of the wrist and a stroke of the pen, we will unite as one legal force of menacing justice.
We have to stop this. They'll fire us all and replace us with duplicates.
We keep the best, kill the rest. Survival of the fittest. Darwin with a 12 gauge.
But they're copies. They can't be as good.
And I can prove it. Ever have a videotape you've played over and over?
Think about how snowy that picture gets over the years, marring your memories. Is that what you want, Phil? Snow-crusted employees marring your precious memories? I'll leg wrestle anyone from 7 and 7-Eleven right here and now.
Go on, Sam!
Or in court. Court's much better.
Feel so different. So powerful. So...
Whoops.
He's dead!
Does that count as a leg wrestle win?
Okay, then.
I'll defeat Bill's Birdman in court.
All right, Birdman, you've got a deal. You win, and the merger's off.
All right, let's get this over with. Birdman, call your first witness.
But, Your Honor,
I hope you're not trying to suggest that I can't be a fair and impartial jury, Birdman.
I object.
Overruled! Wow, it's like living in THX.
For my first witness, I call myself. Well, the self who works for 7 and 7 too. Don't you mean Peanut?
It's his turn, his call. Come on down!
Tell us what you know about copies. Copies are just as good as the originals. If it wasn't for my beard, you couldn't tell us apart. Since when does being first mean you get to control everything? Are we in grade school? Is it fair for the person who holds the rights to the original to completely control the copy? Shouldn't the copy have some rights? Digital rights management is the crime. It keeps people from using their originals in the ways they would prefer.
All right, first. Okay. Copies are just as good as the originals. If it wasn't for my beard, you couldn't tell us apart.
What about my crest? The source of all my powers. What powers? When was the last time you used those vaunted powers of yours? The crest is useless.
Sometimes being first, when you get control everything, are we in grade school?
Technically, I think only one of us ever went to grade school. Doesn't that make a difference? Only in that you went to a lousy grade school and I didn't.
Is it fair for the person who holds the rights to the original to completely control the copy? Shouldn't the copy have rights?
I would beg to differ with this statement, but I think it sounds just fine.
Digital rights management is the crime. It keeps people from using their originals in ways they would prefer.
Harvey, beware the mind taker.
Okay, this brings up several questions of what I should present or do. Now, it sounds a little circular logic because, you know, or maybe not circular logic. What's a good word? Contradictory. Since he's talking digital, and I mean, granted, people and digital are kind of two separate things. So, definitely not that. Definitely not that. Trying to find anything that says about, you know, copies technically not really having.
The crest, C-R-E-S-T.
Now, granted, this is going to be important somehow, but I don't know when or where. Digitalized development is the crime. It keeps people from using their originals in the ways they would prefer.
The crest.
Oops! That's not what I meant to present to court. Wrong thing, wrong thing.
Yeah, I was thinking that being a duplicate, it kind of shows that is not the way I want it done. Being the original, I don't know. Don't think about it too much. All right, I have no idea what I'm presenting here, or anywhere, or anything. I just got completely lost in this. Maybe this one? And granted, you make it sound like this is in no way important. Should I?
The crest.
Maybe this will be useful later, but not now.
Yeah, I'm just doing horribly. I don't know why I want to keep presenting this, but I feel like this...
Fool! Now I will lose my precious gravitas! Whatever that is.
Yep, I have no idea what I'm doing. Great, wonderful, always great. Ugh. I have no idea what to present against what. That's always the problem. So, the only thing I can think of is...
It's Elliot. Everyone knows it is 2 L's and 2 T's.
Problem is, I don't know what to present, where, or why.
Birdman!
That duplicate Harvey Birdman, with the exception of his sexy mustache and flavor service. We got the better deal over at 772.
Everyone give Birdman a hand for completely wasting our time!
I was hoping, you know, the details of his history would somehow set him apart in some way, but anyhow. Just keep pressing him for a second.
What about my crest?
Alright, so that didn't help. Pressing everything didn't help.
I think only one... Yeah. Well, I guess that...
Well, if he's the one who made him...
Give me one of those crest/gravitas things. Mentok, the crest taker!
I'm mostly just pressing things against things, because I have no idea what I'm doing or what I'm missing. I don't know.
Oops! That's not what I meant to present to court. Wrong thing, wrong thing. I have been defeated by the legal wrangling of my own incompetence.
Sure have, Birdman, sure have. That's because I have no idea what I'm doing. Okay, let's continue. Yeah, I feel like I'm right at the end here. I'm at the end. I've got something, anything. Okay, make sure these are played through in case that makes a difference. Can't press on either of these. I've kind of run out of things I could think of presenting. I mean, it's got to be painfully obvious, right?
I love my boots!
Whatever.
It's Elliot. Everyone...
Birdman!
Present himself to this one?
Oops!
Nope. Yeah, I have no idea what I'm need to present or do here. God, I hate when I end up in this position. So I'm trying to think of, is there anything stating the IRAA in any way, but it's really not. The official police warrant for Peanut's arrest says they have him holding until the trial. That doesn't really seem to help me here. The roll of cash found in Peanut's fanny pack, easily $1,000. I already presented that earlier, but it could come in handy again. This one. This shouldn't be very useful, I don't think. Fake ID can't be useful. Pick up copies, not useful. Oh, right here. I found it. I found it. You control the copies and the copies rights.
Not when they are $100 apiece. You are property, manufactured and sold. So who owns me? The person that paid for my cloning or the person that made me? Let us see. I now call the deadly duplicator to the stand.
What do you want with me?
Just tell the court what you've been up to.
Oh, good. I get the... yeah.
I'm undergoing an anger management course to help me channel my negative feelings into positive channels. I single-handedly made a number of copies of Harvey Birdman. Your opponent, the people in the jury yesterday, and even my assistant in the copy shop. My copies are nearly perfect. Few people can tell them from the originals. I strictly obey copyright laws when there are any to obey. We can't work with lawlessness.
Okay, well, time to press them on every single thing. And since I have 5 crests, I think I'll just save it here. That's enough. That's enough. Okay, I'll be channeling my negative feelings into positive channels. Let's press them on that.
Well, I guess that...
Okay, fine. I made a number of copies of Harvey Birdman. The people in the jury yesterday, even an assistant in the copy shop. Nothing to press on there. My copies are nearly perfect. Any flaws are inconsequential.
No, that's it.
That sounds kind of interesting. I strictly obey copyright laws. Whether I obey, we can't work with lawlessness.
What copyright laws are missing?
There's almost nothing concerning the human body as intellectual property, for instance.
So you can copy as many people as you like without getting into any trouble with the law?
Correct.
Okay, so this brings up, what else can I possibly present? Problem is when it's like profiles, it gets a little weird on what to present. So I'm trying to think of, is there anything I have that says otherwise? I mean, we have this already. I already presented that technically, but sometimes you represent things multiple times.
The crest, C-R-E-S-T.
Oh, there. It's inconsequential. That one is not very inconsequential. All right, so.
The crest.
Then how do you explain this?
It's a crest. So?
It's a useless crest. It should be the source of superhero powers.
And your point is?
Your copies don't have any powers.
Prove it.
Avenger, come to me! You gave your crest to X the Eliminator because it's worthless to you. So you say. A real crest is nearly indestructible. This clearly is not.
Whoops.
So, what the hell just happened back there? Did I win?
More like you've failed to lose. Oh, part of my master plan. Anyway, it's good to have you back, Peanut. I just hope you learned your lesson about copying music.
Yeah. If you're gonna illegally download music, make sure you use someone else's computer.
All right. right, that's it for this episode of Retro Guardian Joe. Next time, I don't know, whatever the next one is called, I don't remember.